record on this computer.
So we wanted to share with you some tools that you can use to help you keep a positive mindset, or to really change your thoughts and your awareness of your words. So one of the things that I like to do, if I do have a negative thought pop into my mind, is I try and turn that thought around into a positive thought. So a negative thought or a limiting belief might be, I can't express my feelings because people will think I'm weak, or people will take advantage of me. A way to turn that around might be, the more that I express my feelings, the more authentic I'm living my life, and the more that people can love and support me through whatever I have going on. So you change that around, and you change your thinking, and you're living really a more authentic life. Another thought might be, I'm so disorganized. My house is always cluttered. My desk is always disorganized. You might want to turn that around to, I'm creative in my organization or in my decorating. It's a little different outtake. It's a different look, and you're not downing yourself. You're thinking things differently. You're creative. If it works for you, then great. Let it work for you. Just because you don't fit into somebody else's mold, change that thought habit. Change into what works for you. So I know for me, I am a little creative in my decorating and in my organization. People might not understand it, but it works for me. So that is a tool that I use to kind of change my thought process. Another thing that we do, and it's an exercise that I'm going to ask the team to kind of help me with, it's the phrase, I can't. So a lot of times we use that, I can't do this. I know you're going to hear me talk about, because this is something that's really on what I'm working towards right now, is a better, healthy life. So I can't exercise. I can't fit exercise into my life. I'm busy. I got a lot of things going on. I can't figure out how to fit that exercise into my life. So that's an I can't that I tell myself, that I have told myself in the past. So I'm going to open it up and give the team, is there an I can't that you guys have that you need to kind of get past? So Matt, do you have an I can't that you want to share?
Yeah, I feel like we're we're hanging onto the workout and body image thing a lot this morning, but the same thing, I don't have time to work out, or it's too much effort to cook healthy food. I'm in a rush. I should just go grab some fast food and move on. But like you said, that makes you a victim when you say I can't do it, because you're saying I don't have any power to go exercise. So kind of on your term, what I try to then do is just like, okay, I'm choosing not to eat healthy tonight, or I'm going to choose not to go to the gym and make time for it. Even though I'm still not going, at least I'm taking ownership. And if I want to change it, then I have the power to change it. So yeah, I know I hate to keep staying on the body thing, but it's a great example that a lot of people I think can relate to.
I think that you're right. I think I read something the other day that 48% of Americans are on some kind of a health change, whether it be a diet or exercise regime, are starting or currently on some kind of health change. So I think that is like a big one on people's minds. So yeah, absolutely. But there's those limiting beliefs that we have in our mind that we tell ourselves. So part of this exercise is think about those I can'ts that we tell ourselves, and write them down. And then, as you mentioned, then change that thought. And give yourself the power. Is it the I can't, or I choose not to? The I won't. Feels really different. So one of the things that I encourage you to do is kind of put us on pause. Put your screen on pause for a second and write down maybe 3 to 5 I can'ts that you have in your life right now. So go ahead and do that. We'll wait. And then now that you've come back, welcome back. So you have your I can'ts. Mine was I can't fit exercise into my life. Then if I look at that, I choose not to, or I won't. When I say that, that's a really different feel. Then that is I am making that choice. It's not that something else outside of the world is happening that's limiting me or preventing me from doing that. It is my choice not to do those exercises. It's not my choice not to fit that in. Could I watch one less episode of Scandal and and fit in an exercise? Probably. Turn off the TV. There's somewhere. Could I get up a little earlier? Probably. If I put my intention and my thought in, I can. I just choose not to, and then I allow myself, by using that I can't word, to forgive myself, to allow that to not happen. But if I really, really put my mind and my intention on it, the I can't turns into I am. So, Joanna, do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, in talking about this and just the season that we're in back on the health thing, one of the challenges I have is going to a party and having no alcohol.
What?
So instead of telling myself I can't drink tonight or I can't have more than one glass of wine, when I shift it to I won't have a drink at more than one glass of wine, or I won't have a cocktail at this party because I have two more after it. It's very, very different, because when I'm telling myself I can't do something, it's like you tell a kid you can't touch that. What do? Go touch it. There's something way deeper than just the words that trigger us based on those words and actions. Like, oh, I can't have that cookie. It's totally different than I won't eat that sugar cookie that tastes terrible anyway, but 3 of them aren't going to taste any better. Just the feeling of like you just said, it's the empowerment. And then there's certain things that, we use an example like running. I can't run another marathon. My body just does not, it gets to 10 miles and it goes, no way, we're not doing it. So now I don't feel bad that I can't run a marathon. I just say, I won't run a marathon. And that doesn't mean I haven't in the past. That doesn't mean I won't in the future, but it gives myself grace of things. Instead of taking things away, it's the empowerment piece that we were talking about. But I wanted to use those couple of specific examples. One of them is off the wall, but the other ones happen to us every day.
Excellent. I see Chris waving over there on the other side. Mimi, pick me. I pick you, Chris.
Pick me. So for me, there's 2 ones here that are really powerful for me. One is, again, health related, and that is I just can't seem to get my hair gel right. So Matt, help me with that. No, I had Achilles tendonitis for 15 years, and the internal dialogue I was telling myself was, I can't seem to figure out my Achilles tendon. And I kept saying that to myself. And guess what happened? For 15 years, I couldn't figure it out. And I was doing this exercise, and when I changed it to I won't fix my Achilles tendon, it's like somebody slapped me across the face, and I went, oh, maybe I'm not doing all the things I can do to fix it. So what I did is when I changed that, for me, since I made that kind of mindset change, I've lost 30 pounds. I've changed my diet significantly, back on the body thing. And I'll tell you what, guess what happened? My Achilles tendonitis went away. So this whole idea that you can't fix things, or you won't, and versus you won't, makes you realize that you have the power over these things. The other one that I'm currently working with was, I can't seem to get to all my emails. And I completely changed that. I won't get to all my emails. How am I going to deal with that? I don't know if anybody else has to deal with that with their emails, but it feels like my inbox is constantly, bombed with emails, and I miss the critical emails that I want. And I realized that I want to get control over it, and I don't want to look at all my emails. So I'm in the process of figuring that out. And it's very empowering, because before it was just, I didn't want to even look at my email. Oh, I missed that. Well, I missed that date, because it was just, I got 500 things coming in my email box every day. So those are my 2.
Well, that's good.
I'm really just stick my fingers on my
Those are
my
your 2, and it gives you peace.
That's right. I wanted to jump on real quick to Joanna's, because I think we've all been there, where you're trying not to eat so much or drink so much. And one thing you can do too, instead of just, I'm not going to have the wine or the alcohol or the cookies, it's, I am choosing to have the body I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of saying I can't have, I am choosing something different. Because like you said, it is difficult when you feel like you're keeping something away from yourself, or you have to give up something, or, I don't want to be the only one not drinking, or I don't want to, I want to enjoy the snacks, but instead of not having it, you want to focus on, I am choosing my health goals right now. instead of not to.
That is such a great point. It really is the change in, again, back to the mindset, the change in that mindset is the I can't is limiting and it's somebody else has the power, but the I won't gives you the power to make that choice. Whether it's I won't do this marathon right now, or I won't look at my emails. I won't do that because I'm choosing not to, and that's okay. Or I won't have that cookie, or I won't have that cocktail because I choose not to do that. And that's okay too. Or on the other hand, with the exercise and stuff, the I won't triggers you. If you're saying I won't do that, again, that's your choice. Then you have that trigger to make the decision of how important is that to you. Yeah. I as everybody was talking, we were talking health. I started thinking back into my corporate world, and I remember saying things like, oh, I can't ask my boss that. I can't go and ask for that raise or that promotion. I can't tell them that I'm good at this thing. And it was the I can't that held me back until it's like, I won't do that. Oh, well, I actually can do it. I have the ability to do it. And how important is it to me to make that action? And then I had a choice to make. And then do I walk in the door and say, hey, boss, by the way, I know you have this thing that needs to get done. I'm really good at it, and tooting your own horn, or allowing that limiting I can't to hold you back.
I love the head wiggle on toot my own horn.
Yeah. I do get a little
attention to that. My own horn.
I do get a little sassy sometimes.
Sassy. I think it's one of the things that I really keyed in with this conversation here is when you're out, like, I don't know about anybody else, but in social environments, that's when I really particularly find it challenging to stay on point. Right?
Yeah, like when you take us to the best Mexican restaurant in all of Orange County.
Good point.
Guilty.
Good point.
And eat 4 bags of chips, but it was worth it.
The idea here is, to the point is, and I want to be very key on the phraseology. If you choose to have an indulgence day, indulge and don't think about it.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to this party and I'm going to indulge and say, but I can keep it within a certain framework. So this is my indulgence day. And you understand it. And then tomorrow I'm going to get back on it. You make a conscious choice to do that, or you go in and say, I know people are going to be asking me to, hey, come on, drink with me, do this, have this. It's so delicious that you're going to go, hey, really, I appreciate it. It looks delicious, fantastic, but I'm really committed to my goals right now. So I hope you'll support me. And just leave it at that, because that is one of those things like, come on, it's delicious. And you're like, and you don't want to not say no to your host. So it's just one of those things to go in prepared for it. So either choose to indulge and not feel guilty about it. I know this is my indulgence day. I'm going to have 3 drinks and 3 pieces of pie, or 3. Like, anything over 2 is dangerous territory for me, is all I'm saying. I told my wife I don't drink because most people drink to lower their inhibitions. Believe me when I say mine are low enough, I think I've demonstrated that. It's 6 o'clock in the morning I was doing this, and this is how I behave. So, but just be conscious of that. And people usually will respect it. Some people won't. You know what? That's their choice, right? And what is choice?
Your superpower.
Superpower.
I would rather look good in my dress than have an extra piece of pie.
There you go.
Well, but those are the things that you want to remember. Exactly. When you're forced with that, like, look, I'm really trying to do this. Sometimes it helps if you share your goal with people. Look, I have this goal to get to 175, 165, whatever it is for you and your affirmation, and you share it with people. And then all of a sudden that can twist into, hey, I want to support you. So that's another piece of kind of these goals or these affirmations to share with people. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, excellent. All right, so we are leaving you now with some tools in your toolbox to be able to go out and use in the world. So we thank you for your time.